All right, so you're still watching Ways. In case you're still wondering what today is, this unofficial holiday is dedicated to having sexual relations with someone else. On this day, sex experts weigh in and share the benefits of sex, and people share how they are celebrating the holiday. Now, a doctor, Dr. Ava Cadell, a clinical sexologist and certified sex counselor, says sex has a number of physical and mental benefits. Sex is the best prescription for good health mentally as it grows brain cells, physically as it burns calorie, and emotionally as it releases pleasure-inducing endorphins. And sex has no expiration date, not forgetting deep emotional connection with one partner. So, happy National Sex Day. That's all I can say. So, Elsie, you did not commemorate the day.
Such a sad thing.
Very certain. Don't worry. They will call you.
But
The
God,
people that are watching you.
God will make it happen.
They will say, Elsie, come tonight, I can make it happen.
No, next year I'll commemorate it. By the grace of God. And in a legal way.
Yeah. That's a very suspicious legal way.
But it's very good. I mean, sex is one human activity that is healthy if done right. I'm not saying go and start doing it everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Once you do it right, it's a form of exercise. It's a way to release tension.
Oh, yeah.
And intimacy as well, like you said. So,
you know, honestly,
it's also spiritual for some people.
Have you seen very angry female bosses? They say that they are, no, research has shown that they are
lacking
sex starved.
Yeah.
So just, you know, what people do these days, they just push somebody their way.
Why is Jennifer quiet?
I'm Jesus baby. No.
Okay. Jesus said go into
we don't do that here. We don't.
How will you multiply if you are Jesus baby?
When I'm married, I will multiply.
You multiply.
Then I'll commemorate it.
That's an interesting day. But, well, for those that are active today, please, and you have a partner, legal partner, make sure you commemorate today. Release some endorphins. Eh?
If it's not legal, they should not commemorate.
I'm not there. I'm not
anyway,
there.
well, it's people now. Go and commemorate it. I hope you plan to.
Steady.
Okay, cool. No, today. Not say steady. Today.
Don't worry. I'll give you the gist tomorrow.
Right.
Let me come to Jennifer. What did you find for us in the news?
Donald Trump. He brought out his ugly head. So the headline actually says, as US urges Buhari to rescind Twitter ban, Trump praises action. So Donald Trump is actually very happy about the Twitter ban, and he's saying that for Twitter to actually delete Buhari's tweets, that's cancelling his right of speech, and Buhari has every right to also ban Twitter to ban Nigerians from using Twitter. And I think one thing that just struck me is Trump is actually just very bitter. Like he's
misery loves company.
He's just a very bitter person because his own was actually really bad. They removed him.
Multiple tweets.
Take away. Bye-bye. We don't want
Facebook
to.
has banned him for 2 years.
So now he's so happy that
it's a personal thing for him.
If you leave him, I'm sure you'll go to the street and he'll carry placard. Let the Twitter ban continue. but then that's just on a lighter note.
No, but this Twitter thing is not going away anytime soon.
Nope. It's not.
I don't know. It is well.
Amen.
Okay.
What did I find out?
Yes, what did you find
Still
Elsie Godwin?
So as part of the move to regulate social media, the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, today said that Twitter, Facebook, and other social media giants must register in the country, that's in Nigeria. He also said Twitter has called for high-level discussion, and I'm sure he must be happy for that one. And he maintains that Twitter was suspended because it provided an avenue for people threatening the corporate existence of Nigeria, claiming that the owner of Twitter helped to fund the NSAS protest, and also allowing the leader of the outlawed, according to him, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, use the platform to call for killings of Nigerian security operatives. So my question is, under what company name or company law would they have to register? I'm not sure they have an office in Nigeria. They don't. It's not I'm not sure. They don't have an office in Nigeria. Is it trying to go the route of the conversation we had yesterday with regards to India, compelling them to have an office and then have a sort of chief operational officer in Nigeria that they can relate with? Also saying that he sponsored NSAS protests. What proof does he have? Is it just because of the, what's this thing called now? The hashtag on Twitter that was created that he's basing his assumptions on? And I mean, from the whole reaction and conversation, I'm just tired of talking because it's making me repeat everything.
I love the word you just used.
Which one?
Reaction. And that's what it seems like, you know, because it's, first of all, the government did, they did react. They put the cart before the horse, right? So now it seems like every single thing now they're scrambling to find a reason why they made that move in the first place.
Because if you say it's because of Nnamdi Kanu, he's very, very extremely active on Facebook.
Yeah.
He just passes few messages on Twitter. He has his Facebook group, Facebook page. Even the iPod radio has more than 80,000 likes on those that are actively following their page
on Facebook.
Yeah. So if that is your real problem, then maybe you should have stayed from Facebook. So it takes us back to the deleted tweets and reacting to a deleted tweet.
It's just a reaction, and that's where I have a challenge with our government, right? You have to find creative means. You don't just wake up. You know, when things happen, take a pause, right? It is blessing for you to take a pause and just process things before you jump into action. But you see, in Nigeria, you first of all jump, then you now start thinking of what to do, which is total. And at the end of the day, you find yourself.
History has shown that they don't even have the ability or even the capability to actually process things. Over the years, all they just do is act and act and act and
react.
Act. And then they see something and then you're reacting. And they are always throwing tantrums. And you're not a child. Why are you acting like a child? We are all grown-ups here. Can we act our age?
And act, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
So it's even difficult for me to think that this government will be ready, or in fact, the people in leadership in Nigeria will be ready for a decent conversation. Like, we can have very hard conversations, and I'm telling you, these are my displeasures, and you would be able to take it and give me your own feedback. But I think it's difficult in Nigeria. So that's why you see, even in the Senate, in the House of Reps, you see them throwing punches. We do not know how to communicate in this country. The next thing you do, because you lack the capacity to comprehend whatever it is the person is saying, the next thing you start to throw punches, right? So, and you see, and when you see somebody fighting, right, that way, you will know that it's a big what's it called? It's coming from a big gap of, you know, the person cannot communicate. The person cannot.
It goes back to the conversation we had regarding communication in the government as well. So I was thinking back yesterday after the show, and I realized, or it came back to me, that this is the same government that when the nation is in trouble, when the nation needs the president to come out and address the nation, they choose Twitter, which is not supposed to be. So they have also put a lot into Twitter that shouldn't be. They believed that their communication, or I think they still believe that their communication to the citizens of Nigeria. Please, how many percentage of Nigerians are even on Twitter? You know, so there are times we have agitations and all that, and then you come out and give us a tweet and we're working on this. Why can't you have a proper press briefing?
Press conference,
at least NTA is there. Other platforms will always link up to NTA if you say you have something to say. Why can't you maintain that proper communication channel? But they too have also embraced Twitter as that place because they want
believe that they
want to be as savage as people are
when
you're supposed to be leading and communicating in the right form, you know. So
talking Twitter, this man, you know, he snuck in and snuck out with VPN.
Yes.
So I'm not alone.
We saw it.
They saw it with cryptocurrency. In fact, I give it to Nigeria. They screen grab everything. They saw crypto, they saw VPN. So the same thing you're accusing people of. All right, so my story is quite an interesting one, and I think Elsie has some questions. So I'll just read the headline. It says, Anambra Governorship, APC names screening committee makes about 315 million from the sale of forms. So APC has fixed June 26 for the conduct of his primary elections for Anambra governorship elections. And also, they said at the close of the sale of the nomination forms, this is nomination forms, that's today, sources within the party, or it was yesterday rather, June 8th, sources within the party hierarchy told Premium Times that the party had raked in 315 million naira from sale of forms to 14 aspirants. Now, divide that by 14. That's about 22.5 million naira.
Are you done?
I'm done, no.
So my question is for all of us, Nigerians, everybody, anybody watching. So if a human being brings out 22.5 million, just for nomination, he has not done every other thing. Campaign will come in, money will go in there. Why do you think that when they get into office, the first point of call will not be to make that money back? So if we say we want Nigeria to be better, we want better people there, then a lot of things need to begin to change because, I don't know.
You know, interestingly, as you're talking now, I'm just equating this to the unemployment conversation we're having today. You know how people will tell you that federal government job, come bring 250K, I will give you a job. And they would give you the job. So it's the same thing. So you see that this structure is not helping us, it's not serving us. Because at the end of the day, the corruption just gets bigger and bigger. How can I produce 22.5 million naira? Where do I get that money from? Just for a nomination form. So tell me whether you're going to get the right people in there.
In a country that the minimum wage is what again?
Well, 30,000. Some states have said they are not paying 30. So like Kaduna State reverted back to the 18,000. I mean 19,800.
So in a country, let's even agree that it's 30,000 naira. In a country where the minimum wage is 30,000 naira.
That's a lot of questions to ask. So we don't know. If it's possible for us to, bring somebody, well, we'll move it to Marianne. Plus politics. They'll deal with that. We'll take a break. When we return, we're talking unemployment, racketeering, and scam in Nigeria. Stay with us. We'll be right back.